As an energy guide, I'm always looking for ways to raise my frequency, and growing veggies and herbs just happens to be a perfect way to do this. Even though here in the Sandstone House in the rainforest, there's no dirt to plant and we only get about 5 hours of sun, this spring I've decided to plant out the veggie and herb garden again and see if I have better luck. First things first, we have to bypass this not-so-little gatekeeper. This spot right at the very top of the property gets the most sun, about 5 hours a day at the start of spring through summer. And we built the greenhouse and raised garden beds in 2023 during lockdown, but I missed the autumn planting window, so I've done nothing with it for a good 6 months. Everything needs a good top up of soil and fertilizer and generally a big cleanup. I am in no means a green thumb. I bought an online course from the Healthy Patch and learnt the basics of growing organic food, and it was a godsend. It's trial and error, but I'm having fun, and that's the most important thing. The Healthy Patch website has a page that tells you what you can grow in the different months based on your climate and if you have full sun or part shade. So armed with that information, I worked out that we are a subtropical climate with part shade. So I was able to buy the seedlings that had the best chance of survival and not waste money buying everything I wanted to buy just because it's in season. After a good weed, we laid down a layer of organic sugarcane. Then I sprinkled a handful of rock salt and rooster pellets over each garden bed. This was watered in with sea salt and molasses. Then we added a layer of organic cow manure, a layer of organic mushrooms, then compost, then potting mix. After all that, it was time to plant. I went with peas, lettuce, chives, basil, chilies, and nasturtiums for the bees. Then it was onto the greenhouse. This needed a good clean and de-cobwebbing. Because it's so humid here, I've had trouble growing things in here. They tend to get moldy, and so this time I'm just trying a few lettuces and greens and I'll see how I go. Then a good hose down, and that's the top garden finished. We also have this space at the side of the property that gets some good sun in spring and summer, so we've named this the lower garden. We've brought the pots down from the top and filled them the same way as the raised beds. So here I'm going to try some cucumber and zucchini as well as tomatoes. Fingers crossed. And then I have my little herbs growing on the windowsill around the poolside where it gets the morning sun. So why do I grow an edible garden when my growing conditions aren't great and it might be a big epic failure? And why do I think that you should grow one too? Because it raises my frequency. And frequency is everything. So how does it do that? Well, firstly, I'm out in nature, and when you're out in nature, your vibration changes. It's just a given when you're surrounded by trees and flowers and dirt. It just instantly calms you and calms your vibration. Your nervous system starts to realign. So number two, it gives me something to look after, something I have to care for. And that takes the focus off me. It's not about me, it's about something else. And it's about giving of your energy and your time to something that kind of relies on you. And then when you're giving from your heart space, then you're aligning, you're in your heart space and you're aligning with source. And when you're in alignment with source, then your frequency is high. So number 3 is when I do things that make my home a beautiful place, then that raises the vibration of my home. And so it's like a giving and a receiving. When your home has a high vibration, it nurtures you, it nourishes you, it's soulful. And so you receive from that. And then when you have a vibration, that impacts on your home as well. So there's an energy exchange going on between you and your home, and that's a beautiful thing. Home is so important. It's where we spend so much of our time, and it rises up to meet you. The number 4, I do get to eat the food that I grow, the herbs that I grow. And I know that they're of a high vibration. I know they haven't got chemicals sprayed on them. I know that they're grown locally. I know where they're from. And there's just something about picking something from your own garden that you've grown and putting it in the meal that it just takes it to another level, hey? And so yeah, it's a very high vibrational thing to do. And number 5, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if they're going to lock us down again or tell us that we can't go more than 15 minutes away from our home. So I want my home to be a space where I'm like, you know what? Don't care. Don't care what you do, because I'm really happy spending my time here. And until freedom reigns again, I'm just going to hang out here in my sandstone house in the rainforest and keep my vibration high. And no one can take that away from me. No one can take your frequency away from you. It's yours to own. It's yours. You get to choose what frequency you play with and what frequency you resonate with. And it starts with working on ourselves and creating an environment that supports our frequency and supports our growth, and then just shining our light out into the world. And it can be that simple. It can be as simple as starting a little garden. So as always, may you find calm in the chaos, peace in the uncertainty, and joy in the unknowing. Bye for now.